How can we persevere when our longtime prayers for our children or grandchildren are not answered yet, but they're in line with scriptures and God's heart? Things like parenting styles or faith and character development at home. And, I can certainly relate to that. Many prayers that I have for my grandchildren and saying, how long, God, how long? The prayer of lament sometimes. But what would you say about that?
I know what has helped others that I've shared these truths with is to really focus on the worship side and the surrender side, and to continue praying for them, but to also know that the Holy Spirit is groaning for them, Jesus is interceding for them, so it's not all up to you. I think there can be a lot of guilt for a grandparent if they have a grandchild who leaves the Lord, like, what did I do? Or even a parent, they think it's their fault. But being prayer warriors, and I started to pray a prayer for one of my daughters when I was concerned with her in college, and I said, could you fully capture her heart no matter what it takes? And my grandmother, I mentioned, when her boys were growing up on the farm and she was scared for them to get injured sometime, and she was a prayer warrior, she'd be on her knees, have her Bible open, but she told us sometimes she'd just see them like going down the country road on a tractor going fast, and she'd go, oh Lord, just keep them. And sometimes that may be all that you have left to be able to pray. Will you keep them? Will you fully capture their hearts? And to know that God is pursuing the prodigals. He's always pursuing them. He loves them even more than we do. And sometimes that can take the burden off. You want to keep praying, but just also trusting and surrendering to how God is pursuing them.